A trip to Mission Basilica in San Juan Capistrano is a spiritual experience regardless of one's faith. This national shrine's breathtaking Mission Revival architecture, its 24-karat gold leaf grand retablo, and the smaller shrines within that commemorate various Catholic saints are all inspiring. But even a walk outside the basilica is an experience if you're lucky enough to be there when the basilica bells start to ring. While the basilica bells do their part to keep those within the sound of their chimes on schedule, they are a stark contrast to the more than 200-year-old bells that are memorialized right next door within the walls of the historic Mission San Juan Capistrano, only one of which rings. Located on Ortega Highway in San Juan Capistrano, the mission is the seventh of the 9 California missions founded by Father Junipero Serra. Hanging just outside the Great Stone Church are 2 of the original bells that used to hang in the church before the earthquake of 1812. Mechelle Lawrence, executive director of the mission, shares the history of the bells.
There was a bell tower that was about 70 feet tall that housed 4 bells. And when the bell tower fell over, then the campanario was built later in about 1815 so that the daily tradition of ringing the bells for mass, funeral processions, and celebrations could occur. The bell tower was never rebuilt, but the campanario was the new location. In the late 1990s, the bells started to have cracks, 2 of the larger ones. And so in the 2000s, in the early 2000s, the original 2 large bells were removed and put into storage and recast. And the new bells that stand behind me are the large ones that are recast images of the original large ones, and the smaller ones in the campanario are the originals made for this mission. And so every day when we open the doors at 9 o'clock, we ring the bell 7 times in honor of Father Serra, soon to be Saint Serra, this fall. It's reported in that 1775 period that there was a bell that was brought here for the mission, and that it was actually out the Ortega East, and that during the decision to not continue the founding, the bell was buried. There is perhaps a bell out east of Ortega. We've never found it, and the landowners out there have never reported that it's been discovered. So that's the legend of the additional bell out there in San Juan Capistrano.